This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we interview a mother and daughter who have teamed up against bullying, and now they are reaching out to others. Good evening, and thank you for joining us at FYI. I'm Ken Cara, and we start tonight with headlines from FYI News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. 5 schools in the Hazleton Area School District have been named to a low achievement list. The ranking by the State Department of Education is based on scores from the PSSA tests. The 5 schools are Hazleton Area High School, the Hazleton Area Elementary Middle School, West Hazleton and the Heights Terrace Elementary Middle Schools, and the McAdoo-Calares Elementary School. For complete details, read Mia Light's story in today's edition of the Standard Speaker. Well, it's official. Paul Stefanik is now the Schuylkill County Clerk of Courts. Yesterday, on his 64th birthday, Stefanik, who is from Pottsville, was sworn in by President Judge William Baldwin. Stefanik takes over for Stephen M. Lukács Jr., who resigned amid allegations of misappropriated money. Calling it illegal and saying that it is not included in the city budget, Hazleton Mayor Joe Yanuzzi says he will not sign an agreement with the Skakowski and DeCosmo law firm of West Hazleton. That agreement would recognize the firm as a legal advisor to the city. City Council approved a directive Tuesday by a vote of 4-1 to have the mayor sign the agreement. Council voted back at the beginning of the year to confirm the appointment, but then waited until Tuesday to attach a last-minute resolution to the council agenda. A McAdoo man accused of stabbing his sister is headed to court. 27-year-old Ralph Lucetta waived his right to a hearing yesterday while the prosecution agreed to drop a count of criminal attempt at homicide. Lucetta is accused of stabbing his sister Megan with a pair of brass knuckles that contained a knife. Now, some good news for shoppers of One Area Mall. The world's largest sub-sandwich chain is coming to the Schuylkill Mall. Subway will take over the former Bavarian pretzel bakery that closed in 2012. There are currently 7 Subway locations in Schuylkill County. The newest location at the Schuylkill Mall will make number 8. And now I'm hungry for a foot-long sweet onion chicken teriyaki on 9-grain wheat. It's my usual. Recently, we told you about a new group that is united against bullying. Today, our Lisa Sugar talks more with organizers of that group.
It is a very serious issue that we have been talking about here at FYI. The topic is bullying. And we've told you the story of a young student from Panther Valley Middle School who has experienced it firsthand. She joins me now today along with her mother. I'm pleased to introduce Jen Fox and her daughter Cameron. Thank you, girls, for being here today. Jen, first of all, I'm going to start with you. It's been a very difficult time. You found out your daughter was being bullied. What happened?
My daughter's been being bullied for about a year and a half. I went to the school, made numerous phone calls. No one returned any of my calls. From there, I stood at the school and told them I wasn't leaving until I spoke with someone. Spoke with a member of the faculty. They said it would be taken care of. From that point on, I thought it was. My daughter stopped telling me because she gave up. Nothing stopped. The bullying continued. And she went to extreme measures because she gave up. We'll just say that.
And we don't want to go into details of this because you have contacted a lawyer.
Yes, that's right.
All right. So now, turn this all around. You want to help other people, and your daughter has been brave enough. Cameron, as the one who suffered from the bullies, you actually are, with your mom's help, are creating a group, one for students and one for adults, to prevent bullying. Why did you feel this was so important to come forward and create this group?
Well, I thought I was the only one, but until I figured out that there were more people there, I wanted them to feel like they weren't alone like I felt I was.
And you had the meeting, and you gave a speech that was very, very brave of you. And now you are just going ahead with this. So what do you hope will come now from the meetings you're holding?
Just for more kids to join and see that they're not alone in all of this, because most of the kids probably feel like they are.
What was the reaction when you spoke that night?
I mean, I was a little nervous, but I think everybody liked it there. I mean, it was pretty good.
Other kids responded and signed up for your group.
Yeah, there was like 10 to 15 people on the list.
Wow. Congratulations, that was very impressive. You're doing a very good thing. And Mom, your group is taking off, and you've had many people contact you since the meeting and since we aired your phone number right here on FYI.
Absolutely. We had at least, I believe, 25 people that came to the meeting signed on with their contact information to join the adult group, as well as that added to the list that I had at home for people that could not make it to the meeting. I've been receiving phone calls in from parents that are upset. They have also been trying to contact someone at the school about their child being bullied and asking me for their help, and I'm going to help them as much as I can.
Now, this group is going to meet regularly, and it's not only for parents from Panther Valley area.
No, we had people come from Tamaqua, Jim Thorpe, Palmerton, and everyone's welcome. If anyone has a problem, I'm about to make a copy of everything that I did start to finish. I'm going to make copies of that, and anyone that contacts me, I'm going to go through that list and be with them to go to the meetings every step of the way.
And when is the next meeting?
The next meeting is on the 27th, 5 o'clock at Tommy's
And Tommy's is?
in Coaldale, the Italian specialty restaurant.
All right, so anybody can come out and take part in this group or
Absolutely.
listen what you have to hear.
Absolutely.
And we also want to say, too, in addition to you contacting legal advice, the state you have contacted as well?
Yes, they are going to be doing an investigation, or possibly already started one.
All right. So we will keep you up to date on what is transpiring with this. We say kudos for you taking a proactive approach to not only get help for your daughter, but to help other people as well. And Cameron, what would you like to finish this off with today? A final message maybe to anybody out there who might be dealing with a bully right now.
Just to come to one of our meetings and see that you're not alone in all of this.
Very well said from a very young lady who very advanced for your years, I believe. So again, congratulations on what you're doing to make this a positive thing, to try to find help not only for yourselves but for other people. Reporting for FYI, I'm Lisa Sugart.
A related note, the Panther Valley School Board will meet tomorrow night at 7 p.m. in the middle school. Well, now from the desk of the Schuylkill United Way. The Schuylkill United Way is gearing up for the Day of Caring 2014, set for Friday, May 2nd, and volunteers are needed to help with a number of projects. There are morning and afternoon shifts available. Interested businesses or organizations can call the Schuylkill United Way at 622-6421, or you can email to the email that is on your screen right now. Street sweeping continues in the city of Hazleton, and we continue to have the schedule. Here's a look at the streets planned for tomorrow, weather permitting. And here's what our media partner, the Standard Speaker, is working on for Thursday's edition of the paper. Congressman Lou Barletta addressed the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce at its monthly red carpet breakfast. See what he had to say. And a burning ordinance is the hot topic being discussed in the borough of Weatherly. And you can see those stories and more in Thursday's Standard Speaker. Coming up on FYI, we have scholarship information for high school seniors, and in sports, Standard Speaker sports editor Dave Seaman is back in the house. Coming up next, it's Wednesday, so we ask, what's the sense with Janine and Tamara?
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
In your community at the Sage Exchange, and we're learning what's the sense of old tires. Tamara is back, or I should say we're back with her in her location here in downtown Hazleton, working with some spray paint, working with some old tires laying around.
They are everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. I often said they should put them on the telephone poles, so when if you hit a pole, you rub bounce right off of it.
Bumpers for free.
But they are everywhere. I was going down to my parents, and there was a huge, huge pile of them. So I stopped, took a picture of them, and I thought, what could I do with this? So this is what I did with this.
From that tire, we made.
I saw you can use spray paint to make all kinds of garden and different, you know how they make the gardens out of them. So this is just cute little seats. Put them around.
Amazing.
I sprayed it. This one under here, I just put fabric in between. Pillow, you could go buy printed pillows, stuff it in there, or you can just cover it. Again, like there's a fabric store that just came into town. It's at 5-star. It's great. I'm so excited because you got to go all the way to Wilkes-Barre to get fabric. So it's exciting that there's something in town. Sheets and towels are awesome because if the kids are sitting on them, just throw them in the washer and just plunk it right back in.
I love that.
I'll have tips on that. too. But I also saw you can hang them
Okay.
and plant your gardens in them. So you can color them. There's tons. Humboldt, they have tons of fluorescent, all different really cool paint.
So this way you can distinguish whose garden is whose, and
Right.
then it's an easy disposal. So what are some other tips you have about using tires? Like what else can you do with tires?
Well, there's tons of different ideas on, they cut them out, you could make planters, you can, I saw them hung, I love them hung with the tie them in a tree.
Right.
And the best I saw, you just put some screws in here and hang it this way.
Neat.
I saw this with back, same thing, just to lean up against. I mean,
Right.
there's tons of ideas, and I'll have them on my website.
Check out the website and check us out next week. We're working with junk, right?
Junk.
Not junk in the trunk, but
Nope.
the other kind of junk. And join us every Wednesday here on FYI.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Well, this is relaxing. Is everyone down for a 2-minute nap? I wish. This is Whispering Willows Park in Cunningham on a gray day in NEPA. Here's FYI weather from the National Weather Service. Tonight will be mostly clear. Wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. The low will be 28. For Thursday, expect a sunny day. The high will be near 53. It'll be another breezy day though. Thursday night, partly cloudy, getting down to 38 degrees. For Friday, a 30% chance of showers, but the high will be near 61. Friday night, a chance of showers, again 30%, low around 43. On Saturday, another 30% chance of showers, partly sunny after that with a high near 61. Saturday night, low around 39. For Sunday, looking mostly sunny with the high near 56. And then for Sunday night, it will be partly cloudy with the low at 37. High school seniors, can you see the light at the end of the tunnel? Are you planning on going to college? Don't worry, that light is not a train full of debt. College is great. I loved it. Plus, there's always help. Here's information about a scholarship for students in the Hazleton area from the Greater Hazleton Rotary Club.
And we're really proud of this scholarship program, and the market's been good to us this year. We'll be able to offer 2 of them. They're offered through the Rotary Foundation, which is a collateral organization with the Hazleton Rotary Club, started in the Hazleton Rotary Club. And the scholarships are going to be given out based on academic performance, service, and the students will also write a short essay, and they'll be judged on that.
Students can still apply for this scholarship?
The scholarships are, the deadline is April 30th. They have to be in at your counselor's office. Secondary school counselors have the application forms. They have all the information that you need. So see your secondary school counselor, like at the Hazleton Area High School, Career Center. Get the application, any advice you need, any help you need filling them out, but they need to be back to that counselor completed by the 30th. Also, you'll need 1 letter of reference from a responsible person, a teacher, preferably a teacher or counselor, but a responsible person, if not that, to accompany that. So it takes a little time to get that. So if you're going to apply for the scholarship, you should be doing that, thinking about that right now. A lot of stuff's going on with Rotary. We do a lot of projects in town. We're very involved. Right now we're scanning for projects to fund for next year. We're in the midst of a solicitation of proposals. We're looking at, I think, 14 proposals from the community. We're going to be evaluating those to see what we can put a package together for funding for community service projects next year. In addition to the projects we normally do, like Kids Coats, the dictionary project, every 3rd grader in the Greater Hazleton area, private schools, public, gets a dictionary personally delivered to them in school. We provide coats for kids that don't have coats through the schools again. We do a lot of service projects in the community.
There are a few things I'll never forget from my childhood, and one memory I have is going to see pro wrestling at St. Joseph's Gym in Hazleton. It was ECW then. Well, this weekend, you can make memories with your family as Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling presents Aftershock. The show is this Saturday, and it's being held to benefit Holy Family Academy. Ringside tickets are $15 in advance and $20 at the door. General admission is $10 in advance and $12 at the door. I believe Gene Snitsky will be there. Now, we have a ticket giveaway. To win, go to facebook.com/FYI News 13, like our page, and answer our trivia question. The question is, which current WWE star has the catchphrase, yes, yes, yes? So that's free tickets if you smell what FYI is cooking. If you love to read, then listen up. The 13th annual Huge Book Sale, sponsored by Newspapers in Education and our media partner, the Hazleton Standard Speaker, gets underway tomorrow. The event will be held tomorrow and Friday from 10 a.m. until 9 p.m., Saturday from 10 until 7 p.m., and Sunday from noon until 5. Look for the Big Book Sale in Boscov's wing of the Laurel Mall. You're looking at Pennsylvania midday winning lottery numbers. The Daily 618, the Big Four 3368, Quinto 69979, and Treasure Hunt 3, 4, 15, 16, and 30. FYI, we'll be back after this break.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
It's Wednesday, and by now you should recognize this man's Dave Seaman, sports editor for the Standard Speaker. And Dave, lots of local sports. Thank God. Weather's starting to cooperate. We have a few first-place teams. We're going to start talking about the Hazleton Area Cougars, the baseball team. First place right now, Wyoming Valley Conference. One loss coming to Pittston area. And what have you seen out of them this year? What's really been fueling them?
Well, before the season, what was supposed to be their strength has been their strength. It's been their pitching staff. Left-hander Tony Fernandez used to play for the Blue Jays. Tony Hernandez, Sal Biazzi, and Joey Barron have been three experienced pitchers, and they've carried the day so far for the Cougars, and they really haven't disappointed. The offense, as expected, has had its moments where it's put up some good numbers to support that pitching, and as long as the Cougars get pitching, they're going to be successful.
I saw Dante Biazzi's first start for the Cougars. Excellent job on the mound once he settled in, and then brother Sal coming in to close out. And I'll tell you what, Dave, I was shooting video down the third baseline there, and Sal started to warm up. I backed away almost 5-10 feet because he throws that fast. That's pretty impressive.
The thing about Sal, too, is Sal is not 100% yet from that ankle injury that he suffered during the basketball season. So once he gets that ankle to 100%, that's only going to be more successful for the Cougars.
Marion Colts baseball in the Schuylkill League, first place right now. I haven't had an opportunity to see them yet at the paper, all the stories everyone's writing there. Tell us about the Marion Colts and how they're doing.
Well, the Colts, the surprising about the Colts thing is that they haven't had a real home game this year. They've played their home games in Middleport, between Tamaqua and Pottsville. Their field needs a little bit of work, so they played on the road, but they've really hit the ball, outstanding hitting all season, top to bottom in their lineup. It's another team but they're in a tough division with a lot of teams like Williams Valley, Tri-Valley, and they'll battle them for the rest of the season, but the Colts have shown that they can hit the ball. A
lot of road shows recently in our area. You said Marion, you had the Rail Riders a few years ago as their field was getting renovated, not playing any home games. Hazleton area tennis team as well, undefeated right now going into a big match against Wyoming Seminary, but they've been as impressive too, and they haven't had any home games.
No, and that's what's impressive about it too, is you want to have some comforts of home. This team has practiced at home, but they've been on the road because of improvements being done at their court. The winter weather left a lot of damage at the court. They've gone on the road, but they're not road warriors, I guess. World warriors.
But winning there, Hazleton area softball also in first place. Talk about the Lady Cougars run.
Well, what's interesting about the Cougars this year is they're relying more on their offense this year. Last year it was the pitching of Becky Demko and the strength of their defense. This year they have the defense. The pitching, it's more of a by committee approach. This year the offense has matured. It's really a strong lineup, very strong for Coach Vince Travelpiece's team.
All right, to hear about these teams and all of our local teams, make sure you pick up the Standard Speaker, see how they're doing, feature stories as well. Dave, as always, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again, hopefully, very soon. It's Wednesday, and here's some delicious alliteration. It's Signature Steak Night at Bottlenecks. All of their signature steaks are only $9.95, plus bottomless soup and salad for only $2.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, National Day of Prayer will be held Thursday, May 1st from noon to 1 p.m. at Hazleton's Memorial Park on the corner of Church and Diamond Avenue. This year's theme is One Voice United in Prayer. There'll be a time of praise and worship, followed by prayer at the event. For more information, please call 570-459-2410. And finally, the third annual Project Fallen Ride by the Top Gunners Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club will be held Saturday, May 3rd. Registration is from 10 a.m. to noon at 10 South Main Street in Pittston. Proceeds benefit law enforcement corrections, military, and fire EMS workers who have fallen in the line of duty or have fallen on hard times. For more information, please call 570-908-9128. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Loretta Malay Chagin, formerly of Beaver Meadows. Funeral mass is Thursday at 10:30 a.m. at the St. Cyril Methodius Byzantine Catholic Church in Fort Pierce, Florida. Paul Warkola of Hazleton. Funeral is Thursday at 10 a.m. at the Boyle Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 9 to 10 a.m. And Rose A. Milani of Hazleton. Arrangements will be announced by the Boyle Funeral Home. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazleton. For delivery to all local funeral homes, call 570-454-0111.
Finally, we would like to say congratulations to Bud Brown, the morning voice of WILK News Radio News. Today was Bud's last day on the air. He is retiring, and everyone here at FYI wishes him the very best. And that's FYI for Wednesday. Remember, FYI weekend is coming your way May 3rd. We hope you have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, take it easy.